Today we have two powerful Superman copycats going head to head. Plutonian versus Omni-Man. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Plutonian once was the world's most powerful hero, but after becoming unhinged, he has murdered millions and killed his fellow heroes and friends. Plutonian has a power set very similar to Superman, with superhuman strength, extreme durability, speed faster than thought, and optical blast. He's strong enough to throw meteor chunks down on Singapore, and actually even push Singapore beneath the ocean. He's punched through giant robots, nearly caused a tectonic shift during a fight, and even temporarily carried something as dense as a neutron star. Plutonian is also laserproof, completely unharmed by massive explosions, and has even survived being launched into the sun. He's also durable enough to be relatively unharmed while under the gravitational pull of a black hole, and has even survived taking hits powered by stars, although he was notably injured by them. Then he's fast enough to intercept bullets, and even stop someone from killing herself even after the gun was fired. He's also destroyed a satellite before a signal could reach it, and most signals like that move around the speed of light. And he's also reacted in picoseconds, which is 1/1,000,000th of a second. Basically, a picosecond to a second is what a second is to 31,000 years. With his heat vision, he's been able to instantly burn people to a crisp, and even destroy 3 cities from orbit all within a few seconds. Now, what's interesting about the Plutonian is that all of his powers actually come from unconscious sonic abilities. They're not necessarily physical in nature. With this, he's been able to rob the inertia from the moon and stop it from rotating, pull metal out from the core of the Earth, and even turn intangible or cause massive explosions. Then according to Omni-Man, father of the famous teen superhero Invincible, Omni-Man is a Viltrumite. He was originally a hero turned supervillain, but has since learned the error of his ways and is trying to redeem himself, but he knows that he can never return to Earth. Omni-Man possesses the vast superhuman strength of a Viltrum male of his size, age, and stature. He is strong enough to punch people through skyscrapers and mountains, kill the Guardians of the Globe, who were Earth's most fearsome protectors, and even manage to punch straight through a hero who is strong enough to casually throw things into outer space. Omni-Man has also managed to destroy a planet, although this was alongside 2 equally powerful beings. Omni-Man is able to manipulate gravitons around him, thereby negating gravity, and is extremely fast. However, he usually likes to keep himself at around Mach speeds while inside the atmosphere. He can survive long periods of time without food, water, or rest, and can survive unprotected in the cold vacuum of space or under the water for as long as he's concentrating on holding his breath. And Omni-Man has stated on multiple occasions that he's able to hold his breath for up to 2 weeks. He's durable enough to take punches from Invincible, Supreme, and the Conqueror with no real damage. And he was even able to stay conscious after a beating from Thrag, and Thrag is the strongest Viltrumite there is. Then Omni-Man also has a remarkably accelerated healing factor, as he was even able to recover from having his guts ripped out by Thrag. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now what we got here before us today is a battle between 2 Superman copycats, and they're both heroes turned villains, with one turning back to a hero, and they're 2 of the strongest beings in their respective universes. And both of these guys are exceptionally strong. Omni-Man has been able to knock over skyscrapers and mountains, punch straight through other superheroes, and has been able to consistently show he's stronger than Invincible, and most impressively, he's been able to destroy an unstable planet. However, he did do this with 2 other people, so we don't know exactly how much Omni-Man was actually contributing to this feat. But while all that is impressive, Plutonian is stronger. Not only has he single-handedly pushed the entire island of Singapore into the ocean, or broke tectonic plates in a fight, but he was also able to temporarily carry a neutron star. And for those that don't know, a neutron star has a mass about 1.4 times the mass of the sun, but isn't much bigger than a small city. Even a teaspoon of this stuff would weigh about 10 million tons, and Plutonian was able to lift it. That feat alone is more impressive than anything Omni-Man has done. Omni-Man is durable enough to take a beating from Supreme and Conqueror and only end up with a bloody nose. And then when he went up against Thrag, well, he had his guts ripped out, and yet still survived, and even quickly healed from the wound. Well, by quick, I mean it took him less than 2 weeks, but that's still quick considering he definitely should be dead. However, that's nothing on Plutonian. He survived being thrown into the sun, withstood being punched with the power of stars, where each blow was said to kill entire star systems, and most impressively, was unharmed by the pull of a gravitational black hole that was supposed to be the weight of the entire star system that completely liquefied everyone around him. Then while Omni-Man is fast enough to move from the Earth to the Moon in several minutes, that's nothing on Plutonian, who can operate in the picoseconds. Basically, Plutonian is vastly physically superior to Omni-Man. Now, Omni-Man could try and rely on his combat skill to beat the Plutonian, as he's a trained Viltrumite warrior, but I really don't see that working at all. You see, Plutonian is a skilled fighter as well. One time, Max Damage stated that he developed a machine that rendered them both powerless, and so his plan was to take Plutonian down that way, since Max was a skilled street fighter long before he got his powers. However, Plutonian ended up putting him in the hospital. But that's not even all, because you see, at the core, Omni-Man is just a flying brick. He's got superhero, but that's it. Plutonian is insanely versatile. Not only does he have heat vision and freeze breath, but he's really clever with how he uses them. I mean, he's frozen people in ice before, and then whistled, so he essentially atomized them. But the real key here is that Plutonian actually isn't a physical powerhouse. In fact, he's more of a brains over brawn kind of character, mind over muscle. You see, Plutonian can detect with perfect precision the position and momentum of every atom around him, and can affect both. So this means that he can essentially affect reality itself, and it could even do things like change probability, reverse entropy, and see through time. And with this power, he's learned how to manipulate atomic density and turn himself intangible, exploit quantum entanglement and cause massive explosions, draw raw elements from the Earth towards him, and most impressively, rob the inertia from the Moon and stop it from spinning, which should be physically impossible. Basically, Plutonian has the power to nullify the fundamental forces of the universe. And with all this on his side, he's going to make quick work of Omni-Man. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just this one every single day. And I'll see you all next time.